Welcome back to the studio. Today I'm working on a big limited original. This is one of my Giclees on canvas. That it's a high resolution digital image that has been of one of my paintings that we have reproduced on canvas, and then I come back in and paint on it. This one was done from a smaller image. My collector wanted the painting with the barn with the Texas A&M logo on it. They wanted it 40 inches by 60 inches. So some of the image is just a little bit soft, some of the edges you can see here on the tree. And that works wonderful in the background on the hills. I had to come back in and repaint the sky because the sky, when the image was printed, the sky just kind of got faded. So I have repainted most of the clouds, the forward clouds. I added in warmer tones into them, and then the distant clouds I made them cooler, so that just increases the feeling of depth of the painting. Now I'm working on this oak tree here, and I just want to come back in, and I don't want to repaint it, but I want to just add some crispness on these forward edges of it. This is a mixture of phthalo blue plus cadmium orange plus white, and then that's the color that I originally used on the painting. And so I can come back in and just sharpen up some of these edges right here at the front of the tree. As the tree rounds around, that's fine to have those edges a little bit softer because that just gives it dimension. This enhances it. We call these limited originals because even though the edition, it's a limited edition, but within the edition, each piece is going to be different because there's no way I can embellish these exactly the same. So Jack came up with that term, limited original, and it's a wonderful alternative. It's not as expensive as an original painting, but when you stand 4 feet away from it and look at it on the wall, you really can't tell the difference. I signed them on the front, just like my originals, and then on the back, then we put our numbering and explain that this is a limited original hand-embellished Giclee on canvas. I add some extra little colors in here, just add some color surprises. This just makes the front edge of that tree come forward, sharpens those edges just a little bit. That's a little bit too yellow. You just come back in and paint over that. Or if I need to, I can just scrape it off with my painting knife. Come back. The light is coming into the painting from the left, so this part of the tree is going to have highlight on it. And that's where I want to add some of the sharper, give it a little more work in here just to give a little more texture. The light comes in behind the barn there. I'll come back in and do some work on the trunk. I also I've done some on this roof of the barn. This plane of the roof will be lighter because the light's coming from up above, so this surface catches more light than that more upright surface. And I'll go back in and do some work on the barn. I'm going to add a little horseshoe over the lucky horseshoe over the barn door, and come back in and also do a lot of work on the wildflowers. These flowers here. One thing that Mel asked if I would do is not have so many oranges. So these flowers in here, I'm going to come back in and put some magentas in here. Just to kind of cut some of that orange a little bit. And that's the fun of these giclees, is you can just go back in and make changes. I'll change flower colors and add a little purple in here, and just it makes a little more color into this. This is magenta plus white. It just makes a nice soft. Take some of that orange out of the and then I'll also add, this is ultramarine blue plus white, just to give my feel of my blue bonnets back here. Since this is way in the background, I'm very, very impressionistic with my flowers. That just gives me color. I've also, then this is dioxazine purple plus white. Just want a whole different mix of colors back there. These orange flowers, I'm just going to go ahead and cover over them with my white plus magenta. It gives us just a soft little flower back there. But you can see, it's really a lot of fun to come back in and do this. I really appreciate you watching my YouTube videos. You can subscribe to my channel and you'll receive an email every time I put up a new video. Also, I have a blog, and the address for my blog is on the final frame of my video. The link is also in the description below. So please feel free to visit my blog. You can subscribe to that also. And always feel free to ask questions. You can ask them in the comments section. So I really appreciate you again, and you just have a wonderful, wonderful day.